name is Mary Carson, and today I'll be discussing with you an interview that I had with Jonathan, who has autism, and his mom and caregiver, Anne. According to Autism Speaks Incorporated, autism or autism spectrum disorder refers to a range of conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behaviors, speech, and nonverbal communication, as well as by unique strengths and differences. Jonathan was diagnosed with autism at 9 months old by Dr. Rosenblum at Alexander Clinic, which is now known as the Park Nicollet Mental Health Clinic. According to Dr. Rosenblum, Jonathan is considered to be on the high-functioning side of the autism spectrum because of his ability to communicate, walk, and care for himself without much assistance. However, I should note that where individuals fall on the autism spectrum varies from physician to physician because of their lack of concrete definition of the different stages of the spectrum. Jonathan went to OT, PT, and speech privately until around age 10 and went to food therapy until around age 6. Jonathan continues to receive school-based PT, OT, and speech therapy at his high school. Jonathan values routine and affection on all levels, primarily through reinforcement, love, affection, and self-worth from his family. However, according to Anne, there are other things such as therapies and medications that are also integral in helping Jonathan with his autism. During our interview, she also mentioned some clinics which she felt were beneficial to Jonathan and his autism. She mentioned the Alexander Clinic, which is the Park Nicollet Mental Health Clinic, which not only helped in his initial diagnosis of autism, but also with his ongoing care with autism. And she mentioned too Gillette Children's, which is based in the Burnsville area, which opened up a lot of doors for Jonathan. And there she said that he received PT and OT and a little bit of food therapy. And then she mentioned some people who helped Jonathan along the way. One of them was his pediatric doctor, which she felt was very knowledgeable and supportive. Also, all of the members at Gillette, from his PT, OT, and speech and food therapist, his dad, which is a really big part of his life and his support system. Also the individuals at the Alexander Clinic, neurologist along the way, and his present special education teacher. And one that she mentioned was especially important in his current life was the Bryant Agency, which observes children and gives them helpful feedback to their care providers and educators on helping them with their disability. Anne is a constant part of Jonathan's day as caregiver and mother. She is involved with him from morning to night and is always there for him even while at school, and is always thinking about his benefits for now and the future. Throughout my interview with Anne and Jonathan, I could feel how much Jonathan means to Anne by her nonverbal cues, especially in her tone and facial expression. And with Jonathan, I could tell how much his mom really meant to him, even though he cited his dad as one of the more important figures in his life because of their constant physical contact through hugging and just his overall body language towards his mom. Many people, however, consider children with disabilities as a hitch or interruption of how things should be. Anne, however, thinks that Jonathan's disability has caused their family to slow things down, appreciate the little things, and have the family be more effective and considerate communicators. The biggest thing that I took away from my interview with Anne and Jonathan was how the caregiver and those around the person with autism are constantly involved, engaged, and emotionally attached to the person in their life. I have a personal connection to this interview because my own brother was diagnosed with autism when I was younger, and I could see a lot of my family's personal struggles and triumphs when I was interviewing Anne, and especially when I brought up this last part about the emotional attachment to others. A lot of times I feel that people, when they talk to people who have a sibling or child with a disability, it's kind of a different level of communication and of caring, which I really noticed when in my own personal life, and also that Anne brought up. So thank you.